Hey guys, Drew here. Just want to give a quick tutorial about how to play Love is the Most High by Fortunate Youth. So the barred chords that I use would be E minor, D, and A minor. Strum pattern wise, you can do your traditional just regular downstroke. Or you can throw some lifts in there and kind of get like that 1-2, that wicket, wicket. Where basically you're doing the downstroke, and on your way up, you're lifting your fingers still on the strings, but off the fretboard, so you're kind of muting it. So you're getting that downstroke of the chord, and then on the way up, you're lifting it, leaving your fingers on the strings, but off the fretboard to kind of mute the strings. So it depends on your play style, like how you play reggae or how you feel like you want to add some like flavor to the song, like how you're playing the chords. So again, that would be E minor, bar chord, D major, bar chord, to A minor. But you can play the whole bar chord where you have your whole finger if you want to get the lower notes. But sometimes I'll just play just those 4 notes where I kind of have my ring finger on the 7th fret and then my index finger covering the rest to the 5th frets. It's all about how you play, how you feel comfortable with making your chords. But I find bar chords really opened up a lot of doors for me where it's easier to make transitions. So those are the chords. They pretty much run through the entire song from beginning to end. It's just the same chords, those 3. It's like a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, that way. As far as the lead part goes, it's almost got kind of like that blues scale. So you're going to be starting out on the, let's see, it's the 7th fret of the G string onto the 9th fret. So kind of like that's your starting point right there, like 7 to 9, back to 7. And then you're going to be adding in the 8th fret of the B string. Then you're going to be going back to the 7th fret, but then you're going to be going to the 9th fret on the D string. So 7 on G to 9 on D. You work your way over to the 5th fret, and you're basically playing that same 1, 2 of like 5 to 7 now, but on the D string. So that same kind of lead part there on these 5 to 7 now on the D string. And then you're going to be going to the 7th fret up a string on the A string, where you're going to walk it down from 7, 6, 5, and then the 8th fret on the low E string. I like to give like a little slide there with my, I use the pinky. Right, and then where Dan gets that part where he's like, well, love is the most time calling to the night. Sometimes I'll kind of go into, or like change it up just a little bit, like where it's kind of almost mirroring the vocal melody of the way he's singing it at that moment in the song. Like I kind of listen for like the kind of like the cues where he's going to change like the next part kind of thing, where like you hear it coming, so it's normally I would just slide into that, where I'll kind of keep that, where it gets to that part, where I'll kind of add in that more of a. So it's all really about just like playing with it, playing around with it, and like what your ear hears and what kind of wants to hear, like when you're performing it, when you're playing it along with the song. And I find like most people will tell you, like when you're playing along with a song, like you hear the different changes, the different cues of when it's going to switch to a different part. It's just easier for your ear to understand like where the song is going, and like learning how to play the song with the song, so you hear like the changes. And then I usually do that lead part with most of the song until it gets to the part where it gets to the chorus, where love is the most high. Because naturally, it's kind of like in the song, there'd be two guitars, really, because you'd have the rhythm section playing almost the whole time, and then you'd be doing the lead over that. But if you're kind of playing on your own, or you're playing with the song, I'll do the lead part up until it gets to that chorus part, and then I'll switch over to the chords and start playing along during that chord part. And then right at the end of that chord, I'll kind of add in this little, to transition back into the. So as you'll see, like if you watch the original video, like the way I play along with the song. But yeah, it's my suggestion is like kind of just practicing those chords, that lead part, and then playing it along with the song is going to give you an idea for timing, changes, Dan's, you know, Dan Kelly's like vibe with the song, like when he's doing his lyrical parts, and like which part to kind of play, like. So I hope that helps. Yeah, I mean, I try to really kind of just give you a quick, simple, easy, nothing crazy. Just those are the chords, that's the lead part. And if you just play along with the song, you know, eventually you'll get more comfortable, and you can add in those little, like I do like the, right, I'll add like a little slide in there, you know, like, because you can play it really basic. Like that's just the kind of, you know, but you can add a little more flavor to it. You add little bends here and there and little slides. There you go. I hope that helps. If you have any questions, or if you want to kind of just message me through the YouTube channel, like that's cool. I'd love to hear back from people, hear some comments, you know. So yeah, so I hope that really helps out with you learning how to play the song.